All right. Good evening. Parents, relatives, and friends. My name is Kate Edwards, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to serve as an assistant principal at Nation Forward High School. We gather here tonight to honor our graduates. I ask that those in the stands remain seated and refrain from shouting, clapping, or any behavior that takes the attention away from our graduates during the presentation of diplomas. Upon the last graduate crossing the stage, I ask that each of you join me in giving the class of 2023 a rousing standing ovation at that time. It is essential that every graduate in this ceremony be given the dignity, respect, and honor that are due on this happy occasion. Each person in attendance came to convey their respect and support to a graduate, and they deserve to hear clearly the specific name of that graduate called and to see them walk across the stage without distraction. Please help us to make this a dignified ceremony that honors each graduate. They certainly deserve it. Thank you.
faculty members, proud family and friends, and my fellow graduates, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Nation Ford High School class of 2023. We now ask that you would please stand for the presentation of the colors and then join us in singing the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Make sure you watch.
You may be seated. My name is Lily Myers. I'm the student body president at Nation Ford High School. Before I begin, I would like to express my gratitude. Thank you to my brother and to my father for being my role models and strength and humility. To my grandparents for showering me with endless love. To the rest of my family and to my friends, thank you for the selflessness you have all shown me. To my teachers and the staff at Nation Ford, thank you for the wisdom and the generosity that you shared with me. And thank you to the graduating class for putting up with me and my countless texts in the senior group chat. In the words of Rory Gilmore, my ultimate inspiration comes from my best friend, the dazzling woman from whom I received my name and my life's blood, Heather Myers. As my mother guided me through these incredible 18 years, I don't know if she ever realized that the person that I most wanted to be was her. Thank you, Mom. You are my guidepost for everything. I was getting my nails done a few days before graduation, and I told the lady sitting next to me about how I'm speaking today. The nail tech overheard, sighed, and then said that all graduation speeches are boring, and he couldn't even remember the one at his graduation. Boy, was that a way to encourage me. I will try my best to keep you all entertained, but if there is anything that you take away from today, I want it to be the 3 laws of life I have learned from high school. The first law is a law of failure that states, everything must fall apart before it can fall into place. The first time I wrote this speech, I was 11 years old, sitting in my 5th grade English class during free time, 7 years away from this day, without any evidence that I would actually be given the opportunity to speak tonight. When I was little, all I ever wanted to be was a high schooler. I watched High School Musical on repeat and listened to Taylor Swift's song 15, daydreaming about the day that I would get my license and cheer on the football team along with my classmates. When I finally arrived at Nation Ford on my first day of freshman year, I was ecstatic, knowing that an entire world was about to be introduced to me. Many of us walked into our school on August 19th, 2019, with no knowledge of what our future would soon look like. Little did we know that the strangers we passed in the halls would become our lifelong friends, our confidants, and our extended family. Our high school experience did not go as planned. We made friends, we lost friends, failed tests, got cut from teams, lost games, and as it turns out, high school is actually very little like High School Musical at all, and it's instead a tough and windy road with almost no one breaking out into choreographed dance routines. At times, it felt like everything was falling apart. But standing on this stage today, with the knowledge that we will all walk across it and get our diplomas, I think it is safe to say that everything is falling into place. The second law is the law of improbability. The odds that you would even be born is 1 in 400 trillion. Randy Diedrich said it best. You did not choose life. Life chose you. It's now your job to ask the question, what does life expect of me? Graduates, when we leave this Coliseum today, a new chapter begins. This life is yours for the taking. We all won the lottery by having this opportunity to be here today. So live authentically. Always choose kindness over carelessness, and be immensely grateful, not only for the accomplishment that you will have today, but also the luck you received just by being chosen by life. The last is the law of constant flow. Everything is always changing. Like the Eagles in Take It Easy sang, we may lose, we may win, but we will never be here again. Here, surrounded by the familiar faces, the shared experiences, and the comforting routines that have shaped our lives. The classrooms where we've learned, the hallways where we gave each other passing waves, or in the commons where we have laughed and shared stories. These will soon become memories etched into the corridors of our minds. Pause for a moment and look around you. Feel the energy in this room, the pride in your loved one's eyes, and the sense of accomplishment that you can take away from this. This is a moment that will never come again, a unique blend of celebration and transition. This moment is fleeting. Everything is always changing, even people. I can promise you that I am not the same person that walked into Nation Ford 4 years ago, and neither are any of you. Mahmoud Darwish once said, "You will never find the same person twice, not even in the same person." We have everything that we need. Our time here has equipped us with knowledge, resilience, and the ability to adapt in an ever-changing world. We are forever connected by the memories we created, the laughter we shared, and the tears we shed. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, let us carry the spirit of our high school days within us. I love you. Your teachers love you. And let's get after it, Falcons.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, graduates, and welcome to the 2023 graduation ceremony. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Millie Shaw, and I am honored and privileged to be your salutatorian. But that's not all I am. I like to think of myself as an activist, a volunteer, a mentor, and a self-proclaimed line leader of my family's hikes. Over spring break, my family and I traveled to Zion National Park, and as an avid hiker, this land of deep canyons and towering rocky cliffs was my paradise. On our second day, I made my family hike 3 separate trails. At the end of each hike, there'd be a sign to continue on to the next trail. I led my exhausted family there while trying to make the most of our trip. And, much to their dismay, as I completed each challenge, I was excited and ready to take on another. This fire and drive to remain adventurous beyond my schoolwork has guided me through my past 4 years and made them memorable. You may have overheard me in the cafeteria speaking a little too loudly about prison reform, health economics, climate policy, or my favorite place, Knowledge Perk. Yet, through my many obsessions on random youth topics, my thirst for knowledge has been guided by a sense that my work is incomplete, that I still have so much to learn, so much to do, and so much to change. Class of 2023, as we walk across this stage today, as we finally begin to reach the home stretch of our trek up the mountain, I implore you to take this celebration as a milestone and as a stepping stone. A milestone that shows the immense work you have done to be here today. Through the various tardies, late night studying, and 11:59 p.m. deadlines, you have survived and grown stronger. Now, as we treat this occasion as a stepping stone, we can reflect and learn how to keep going. You have finally crossed the towering height of the mountain and now are ready for the amazing view. After we cross this stage, we are ready to take on the challenges of the real world. But as we get caught up in our new lives beyond the red, white, and black walls, take a moment for yourself. Enjoy the view at the top of the mountain. Take a moment to do something you're excited about. Take a moment to do something you know will help you grow as a person. Take a moment to celebrate the hike and to celebrate the many more peaks you have left to climb. Yes, there will be rocks that may get in your path, but I know that these past 4 years have taught you how to keep going. I hope that you will make time for your passion, make time to do something you're excited about, and the reward you feel will be immeasurable. Each one of you has done so much to reach this point, but we also have so much left to do. We all have the opportunity and challenge of finding our passion, finding something that makes us so excited we tell everyone around us, something that makes us so animated and loud while talking to our friends in line at Knowledge Perk that others will pause to listen, something that makes us excited for our future. We have faced a pandemic, school lunches, desk shields, and political turmoil. You have overcome unimaginable obstacles. But now I challenge you to use the strength you've gained from these struggles to pursue your ambitions. Cross this stage and remember that you are in charge of your future. You are the next generation of horticulturists, activists, screenwriters, entrepreneurs, and so much more. You get to do everything that makes you excited and inspired. I want you to challenge yourself to find something that makes you excited to learn, excited to take action, and excited to end your day with a purpose. Before we walk off this stage and become the next biggest change, we need to recognize those that have helped us be here. The parents who have supported our every move and tried to understand our challenges. The friends and siblings who empathize with us and help us through the hallways. The teachers, guidance counselors, and faculty who have equipped us with the knowledge to embark on our new journey. And finally, yourself. You are your greatest motivator, and you are the one who has done the work to be here today. We have many more mountains left to climb, and in the words of Miley Cyrus, there's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. Let us celebrate this stepping stone and the many more milestones that I'm sure will follow. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Good evening, graduates, Nation Ford faculty and families, District Office Administration, and Board of Trustees. Welcome to the Nation Ford High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2023. I would like to start with a heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. This is an amazing graduating class that has worked extremely hard and is deserving of all of our praise. We will begin by recognizing important individuals who are present today. First, please stand if you have served in the armed forces, are currently serving in the armed forces, or one of our graduates designated by the red, white, and blue cord who have already made the decision to enlist in the armed forces. Thank you for your incredible sacrifice and service. Please. Joining me on stage are leaders whose love and vision have supported our graduates along their educational journey. If these distinguished guests would please stand and please hold your applause until the end. Superintendent Dr. Chuck Epps, Associate Superintendent Leanne Lordo, Director of Student Services Jocelyn Young, Executive Director of Secondary Education Gail Scroggs, Fort Mill School Board Trustees, Board Chair Ms. Christy Spears, Vice Chair, Mr. Wayne Bolden, Ms. Michelle Branning, Dr. Scott Frattaroli, Mr. Anthony Bodie, Mr. Joe Helms, Nation Ford High School Assistant Principals, Ms. Kate Edwards, Ms. Trina McFadden, Ms. Bridget McSheehan, and Mr. Ernest Pogue. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you for all you do for Nation Ford High School and the Fort Mill School District. Thank you for your leadership and commitment to our students. It is my honor to recognize our retiring faculty and staff members. We have 5 retirees this year that represent 148 years of educational experience. They are bookkeeper Annette Irvin, pre-K teacher Kathy Verheg, digital art and design teacher Joseph McConkey, JRTC senior Marine instructor Colonel Sean Mulcahy, and with us tonight, Special Services teacher Lynn Helms. Will you please stand? Lynn Helms has 39 years in education, and I've been blessed to work with her for 14 of those years. And I can personally tell you that there is no fiercer advocate for students than Ms. Helms. Thank you for everything. Will the faculty and staff of Nation Ford High School please stand? The faculty and staff of Nation Ford High School are second to none. We are blessed to have a dedicated and compassionate faculty who work tirelessly to help our students. I want to take this opportunity to publicly say thank you for everything that you do. Please join me in applauding the hard work and dedication of our faculty and staff. Also celebrating with us today are the families of our graduates who have supported and journeyed through life with them and have made this day possible. Please join me in recognizing the families of our graduates. Today, we honor an outstanding graduating class who have distinguished themselves in academics, the arts, athletics, and student leadership. The class of 2023 has set a high standard of excellence for future graduating classes. 38 of our graduates are eligible for Palmetto Fellowship Scholarship. In addition, the class has 119 honor graduates walking the stage. These graduates are graduating with a 4.5 or higher GPA, and they are designated by wearing the white honor grad stole. The total scholarship awards earned by our graduates stands at $10,435,000. Families and guests, this is an excellent graduating class. At this time, I would like to honor 2 of these graduates, Matthew Feldman and Millie Shaw. Please come to the podium. Hang on. Millie Shaw, it is our honor to present you completing your high school career with an earned GPA of 5.0 5.443, the 2023 Salutatorian Medal of Honor. Matthew Feldman, it is our honor to present you completing your high school career with an earned GPA of 5.453, the 2023 Valedictorian Medal of Honor. The graduates sitting before us are ready to impact our world in a positive way. They have fought through adversity and challenges and have emerged as resilient adults who are ready to impact our community and the world. As I look out on our amazing graduates, I am filled with immense pride. You not only excelled academically, but you are also compassionate, responsible, and kind. You built on the tradition of excellence at Nation Ford High School and made our school better. I hope you know as you graduate that you are loved by the faculty, and you hold a very special place in my heart. Nation Ford is a special school, the best school because of your work. Thank you.
Good evening, classmates, teachers, parents, and distinguished guests. Thank you for attending this year's graduation ceremony. My name is Matthew Feldman, and I'm honored to be Nation Ford's class of 2023 valedictorian. I want to start with a few words of gratitude for some important people who have changed my life. To the teachers at Nation Ford, thank you. Everyone graduating has learned something from you, not only about material in class, but also life lessons. And I know that I certainly have learned a lot from the teachers I have had. I want to give a special thanks to Ms. Perry in AP Calculus, who showed me the value of pushing myself to work harder and learn more. To Mr. Chandler, administration, and staff, thank you for holding our school together so that Nation Ford stays the best high school in South Carolina. Nation Ford truly was a wonderful place to learn. To my parents, thank you. You pushed me to always do better and help me achieve what I wanted. You were there for me during the bumps along the way. I want to give a special thanks to my brother, Teddy, who graduated from Nation Ford 2 years ago. You always encouraged me to do the right thing and to work harder and have an impact on the world. I also want to shout out my two cousins graduating with us, Ashton Tozan and Oscar Peterson. We have lived near each other for almost all of our lives and have been close friends since day one. And to all of my extended family, including my grandparents, aunts, uncles, and younger cousins, Gracie and Quinn. I am so happy we have been by each other in Fort Mill. While we had a good time in high school, class of 2023, what have you learned? What lessons have you taken out of the monotonous walking of the halls and repetitive classes we took for 4 years? For me, my biggest lesson is that you should never give up on yourself and your goals. Like many, I really didn't know what to do when I came into Nation Ford 4 years ago. Yes, I knew I wanted to do well in school and be successful, but I had no clue what direction to exert my energy in. I lacked purpose, lacked a vision in my mind of what I wanted my future to look like. The pandemic didn't help either. We were sent home as 9th graders to twiddle our thumbs at the computer screens in front of us, expecting our lives to change. We lacked initiative, unsure of our roles in the world. What is your place? Do you know yet? So many people, not just high school students, today lack purpose. So many people have no drive to do something with a passion that no one can stop. This is a problem in my eyes. As a generation, we have so much potential, but a lot of it is wasted. I believe the solution is that you have to focus on yourself. Though selfish at first glance, it really isn't. Improving yourself will improve the work you do, making the impact you have on those around you greater. I started focusing on self-improvement a few years ago. It was life-changing. Focus more on the future and less on the past and present. Let go of what you can't change and change what you can. Work on yourself. Read that book. Go to the gym. Study more. Learn a new skill. Do literally anything to make future you proud. I found that I was the only person who could really change my life, so I had to rely on myself. No one is going to save you. You are the only person who can make this work, but you're also the only person who can mess this up. A graduation speech would not be complete without an inspirational quote, and this one by four-time Mr. Olympia Chris Bumstead summarizes my mindset. Everyone out there whose dreams are scaring you, whose dreams make you want to quit, just don't quit. That's good. Your dreams should be big, they should be scary. Just keep pushing through. It's not about winning, it's not about a trophy. It's about giving everything you have so that when you show up on game day, before the results are over, you're proud of yourself and you know the work you put in. I cannot stress this enough. Do not give up on yourself. We all have the potential to have an impact on those around us and even the world as a whole. Keep working on yourself, not only to better the world, but do it for you. Again, thank you teachers, parents, and everyone who is here today, and enjoy the rest of graduation. Congrats, NAFO class of 2023, and do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Thank you.
Parents, families of graduates, and guests, we are grateful at this ceremony that we are able to honor every single one of our graduates. As a result, it is our tradition during our graduation ceremony to hold all of our applause to the end so that each family present can hear the name of their graduate spoken. At this time, Nation Ford High School class of 2023, please prepare for the presentation of diplomas. Dr. Epps, Board of Trustee members, Nation Ford faculty, families, and friends, as principal of Nation Ford High School, I hereby declare these students have met all requirements set forth by the state of South Carolina to receive their high school diploma. Graduates, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Matthew Patrick Feldman. Millie Dippin Shaw. Lillian Brooke Myers. Anna Sophia Adams. Mary Jolene Adams. Nolan Michael Adams. Lainey Nicole Adamson. Janiyah Noel Agers. Addison Ray Allen. Cameron Devin Allen. Owen James Amio. Jacob Malachi Anderson. Uriel Andrade. Marissa Laney Ash. Andrew Assad. Caroline Sinclair Audette. Liam Joseph Audette. McKenna James Bader. Jack Logan Baker. Ziad Talal Baki. Sean Martin Banzan. Amelia Claire Barnes. Vanessa Nicole Barnett. Victoria Ekaterina Barshetsev. Gwyneth Taylor Basing. Caroline Sophia Bauer. Derek Emmanuel Baxter. Rebecca Nancy Belcher. Braden Thomas Bennett. Emma Faith Bennett. Olivia DeLuise Bennett. Bella Adele Bertram. Leah Masfin Bacintu. Bailey Ann Biggs. Mackenzie Marie Bingham. Carter William Bishop. Arya Rahul Bobady. Amelia Grace Borsum. Ella Sophia Borsum. Caleb James Borth. Ethan Ryder Bowen. Matthew Robert Alberto Braddock. Adelie Grace Buckle. Tillman Blake Burgess. Alex Jordan Bussman. Jacob Sly Caldwell. Jordan Cano Sanchez. Raquel Carranza Garcia. Caitlin Grace Carroll. Camden Lee Calder. Abigail Elizabeth Chase. Andrew Valentino Chavez. Daniel Alejandro Chestnut. Kennedy Ivana Childress. Ashley Denise Childs. Nicholas James Chetty. Gianna Marie Cipriano. Jalen Carrington Clark. Kaya Alani Clark. Jacob Alexander Cluis. Farron Sky Coleman. Owen Riley Collette. Isaac Ian Conrad. Sarah Rebecca Canat. Jacob Wayne Cootie. Victoria Valentina Cortez Barrera. Brady Dwayne Corzine. Gage Daniel Corzine. Emma Catherine Costantino. Samantha Rose Costantino. Garrison Timothy Cox. Nija Renee Cox. Bailey Paige Craddock. Anna Louise Crawford. Ryan Robert Kriegler. Victoria Andrea Cross. Lucas Timothy Crutchfield. Riley Hunter Crutchfield. Charles William Henry Cullen. Jim Ahmad Dowell. Elise Janae Davis. Amaria Janelle Davis. Ariana Alexis Davis. Destiny Ayana Davis. Alan Michael Darrett. Hector Esteban de Jesus III. Emily Oliveira de Souza. Varinia Isabel Delgado. Christopher Joseph DeMeo. Leah Gizal DeReese. Kaylee Renee Desai. Callie Renee Desai. Shane Carson Dedamore. Kevin Doe Jr. David Richard Domansky. Isabel Victoria Dominguez. Brian Alyssa Donahue. Andrew Robert Estuardo Doncaster. Joyce Dose Aaron. Destiny Deasia Drafton. Ian Weatherford Drain. Hannah Danielle Dunnery. Blair Nicole Dykes. Emily Taylor Eaton. Jocelyn Rose Eicher. Ryan Jeffrey Ellis. Addison Joseph English. Channing Alexander Irvin. Colin McDermott Evans. Samuel Falchek. Ella Grace Fales. Angelique Neve Farina. Bella Margarita Falconberry. Cecilia Ann Finbert. Isaac Taryn Fernald. Isabel Sage Fetting. Sydney Fink. Eric David Fisher. Casey Rose Fisher. Camilla Michelle Fleet. Christina Flores Jimenez. Ricky Marl Four III. Tyler Adrian Forbes. Annabelle Grace Ford. Alexandra Kane Foster. Jaderick Zaheisman Foster. John Edward Frick. Ethan Othman Galanos. Daniela Garcias. Hector Garcia. Michael Anthony Gerst. Gerald Mikhail Gibbons. Chelsea Aaliyah Gilmore. Anthony Gaitis. Isaiah Isaac Gonzalez. Elise Janelle Gowdy. Reagan Caroline Graham. Chase Thomas Gregg. Damon Xavier Greg Weingarten. Janelle Lawan Grisby. Vincent Michael Gordino. Isaiah Hayes Hare. Charles Reagan Hall. Caitlin Hope Hammers. Ashley Alexandra Hansel. Noelle Elizabeth Hanashek. Kayla Lee Harrell. Maria Angela Harrington. Pearson Dale Harris. Emma Ruth Harrison. Isaiah Cash Hauser. Mason Thomas Hawkins. Emmy Lou Hayes. Haley Brian Helms. Jorge David Hernandez. Jennifer Guadalupe Hernandez Cruz. Eduardo Hernandez Ramirez. Ella Thuyen Hong. Ariana Lee Holcomb. Sarah Irene Holden. Benjamin Wyatt Holland. Michaela Latanya Holland. Kiane Michelle Holland. Braden Thomas Humchick. Lila Rose Hornack. James Dylan Horn. Sam Andrew Howlett. Noah Robert Huntley. Morgan Christine Hewer. Matthew Brian Hurst. Marcus John Jackson. Matthew James Jackson. Gabriel Paul Jarrett. Jessica Talea Jasper. Vanessa Nuhimi Javier. Andrew John Jensen. Gabriel Alexander Jesse. Camden Shay Johnson. Dalton Lee Johnson. Franklin Benjamin Johnson. Jacob Cameron Johnson. Amari Antonio Jones. Sheldon Amari Joseph. Kayla Anne-Marie Joyce. Anna Christina Juarez. Hannah Islam Hafez Kandil. Brooke Marie Kara. Karthik Krishna Karmashed. Dylan Cole Kaufman. Liam Clancy Keegan. Addison Lily Keener. Ryan William Kell. Tyler James Kell. Henry Luke Keller. Autumn Marie Kelly. Brianna Ashley Curley. Caroline Grace Kazaya. Madison Olivia Kazaya. Mary Adair Kazaya. Kristen Elizabeth Knopf. Dahim Knowles. Sai Kadapali. Natalia Angelique Kraft. Hagen Charles Kraxberger. Brady Scott Keebler. William Truman Kurtz. Haley Renee Lawrence. Patrick Dean Lee. Zoe Lorraine Leonhardt. Bridget Eileen Lassard. Luke John Letterhouse. Michael Abraham Levine. Ariana May Levitan. Carson Craig Lewis. Ethan Joshua Lewis. Zoe Elizabeth Lewis. Nathan Jacob Livingston. Sinai Taylor Lloyd. Ryan Alexander Lebowetsky. Alicia Faith Lucas. Dylan Christopher Luke. Ven Huac Liu. Marco Antonio Maladando. Tyler Michael Maloney. Danielle Grace Marek. Luke Edward Marin. Mallory Eileen Mason. Taylor Bren Maccabee. Landon Ellis McBride. Alexis Chikora McClellan. Vanessa Isabel McCormick. Logan Vance McGuirt. Leah Denise McNeil. Jackson Gilbert McPhail. Natalie Rachel Mejia Hernandez. Brianna Jean Meyer. Kayla Grace Meyer. Alexa Helena Miller. Zuri Kennedy Miller. Benjamin Worth Mills. Emma Nicole Mills. Jordan Christopher Mims. Alan Monaro. Alexandra Monaro. Evan Fisher Mitchell. Mackenzie Michaela Mitchell. Sanaya Lanice Moore. Sophia Victoria Mora. Addison Elise Mormon. Evan Kyle Morris. Pranav Murugesan. Skylar Danielle Myatt. Amy Ashlyn Myers. Kevin Neva Gomez. Hanson Van Nguyen. Isaac Michael Nieves. Mia Riley Mitchell. Karthikeya Nimagata. Kyle Davis Nish. Allison Elise Nix. Sinclair Lilia Nixon. Kevin Richard Norman. Elena Nicole Nugent. Donovan Carter Nzambali. Timothy Bruce O'Connell. Kaylin Sean Jacob Oliphant Ellison. LaKayla Chantrell Oliver. Malin Akei Olvera Diaz. Idia Eduku Akeriki Amaragabe. Noelia Sophia Oriana. Alejandra Abigail Oriana Aguilar. Alexandra Lisbeth Oseguera Herbazo. Jacob Thomas Otwell. Hannah Kristen Payton. Caroline Bell Paget. Hannah Kristen Pepin. Elise Lael Popke. Brandon Asher Yoanho Park. Ryan Michael Parker. Carter Brian Parnell. Lindy Addison Pass. Deep Patel. Prishu Setu Patel. Oscar Michael Paterson. Kelsey Grace Peck. Diego Fernando Peñarera. Alexandra Perez. Jose Kevin Perez Varela. Alexander James Petty. Tien Thu Fan. Eric Joseph Pensky. Ross Malone Pensky. Sarah Anichka Pipa. Joey Elizabeth Platt. Reagan Mackenzie Pope. Vance Marvin Porter. Jonathan Charlie Powell. Kamira Shanae Powell. Nicole Quinte Gomez. Morgan Matthew Ramirez. Madeline Irene Ray. Mia Peyton Rayfield. Kayla Simone Raymond. Chase Julian Reeves. Harlan Joel Rembert. Phoeba Mary Renji. Charity Grace Revel. Joel Edward Reyes. Connor McKinley Reynolds. Raya Elizabeth Reynolds. Caleb Brant Ryan. Esther Ricardo. Jordan Dwayne Richardson. Reed Andrew Richardson. Jackson Hartwell Ridgegill. Mackenzie Sophia Riga. Logan Gray Riley. Nyla Marie Riley. Isabella Victoria Rivas. Tatum Lynn Robbins. Grant Aiden Robertson. Daniela Yasmin Rodesno. Alexia Melina Star Rodriguez. Alice Rodriguez. Leonela Ty Rodriguez. Emily Diana Rodriguez Chavez. Maria Heidi Rojas. Lane Coleman Ross. Robert Gregory Brushing. Clayton Kirk Rigel. Grace Sonny. Rachel Alexandria Salt. Eliana Rebecca Santamaria. Benelli Leticia Santiago Luna. Ava Page Shire. Joshua David Seville. Parker Redmond Sharkey. Adria Amani Ship. Tanvi Sika. DeAndre Jaquise Simmons. Gabriel Rhett Simmons. Hannah Elizabeth Sims. Sonia Singh. Emma Grace Scovran. Audrey Ann Small. Jessica Erin Smith. Maggie Grace Smith. Peyton McKenna Smith. Sierra Love Smith. Paul Joseph Solari. Danielle Nicole Somerset. William Macaulay South. Amaya Anne-Marie Spears. Noelle Elizabeth Spin. Eric Hunter Sprinkle. Matthew Grant Stanek Jr. Ezekiel David Steele. Nicholas Dale Stickney. Emily Grayson Steichleather. Molly Dinah Stone. Justin Tyler Storms. Golly Strukla. Addison May Sullivan. Stacy Misha Tang. Ashton Thomas Tozen. Maria Tecatel. Hayden Elizabeth Templeton. Joel Matthew Thronson. Gracie Lynn Todd. Lucas Benjamin Torrey. Nyla Haraldi Ulisi. Lisa Yomemoto. Lael Marie Valdez. Keys Louis Vandergriff. Alexander Joshua Vasquez Cortez. Maya Madison Vasquez. Samuel Henry Badalon. Samira Elise Vivas. Ethan Vu. Peyton Min Hung Vu. Benjamin James Walzak. Jackson Robert Walzak. Tatiana Lamaya Walker. Logan Robert Walsh. Kennedy Summer Warren. Jaden Bernard Washington. Wyatt Hunter Weaver. Delia Ayani Weeks. James Alexander Wells. Elizabeth Rose Wentz. Anthony Bryson Wisnip. Shelby Grace Wilkie. Najee Samari Williams. Paige Marcel Williams. Kayla Grace Wilson Johnson. Azaria Elizabeth Wright. Zahari Cavell Yarlug. Grace UJ Yarpa. Reynolds Jackson Young. Nicholas Gage Zapata. Maxwell Curtis Zaban. Samantha Zermenyo. Tyler Joseph Zolkis. Isabella Zuluaga. Joshua Allen Meyer.
At this time, will the Nation Ford High School class of 2023 please rise? By the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina through the Fort Mill School District Board of Trustees, I now declare you graduates of Nation Ford High School. One more time. At this time, please stand and join Destiny Drafton in the singing of our alma mater and remain standing until the last graduate has exited the Coliseum.
Soaring high up to the sky, we'll spread our wings and fly with twists and turns along the trail. The choice is ours to never fail, always loyal, ever bold. Red and black we will behold, marching